Yo guys, what's up? It's Inflexxius. Today we're playing Jax versus Zac top. So, if we can take an extended trade versus Zac, that's nice. There we go, we take a bit of a trade versus him, but we don't want to extend it too hard, because if we do, then we don't really want to extend it too hard, because he will just sustain, right? He has a lot more sustain than us. Right now we're playing 2. One more auto, back out. We don't want to extend the trade into his minion wave there. Now we can just jump on his head here. Lethal tempo him down. There we go. And right now I'm just full focused on trying to secure the crash. So we slow push this wave and then we hard shove the next one. Gotta get the wave state into a good spot first, otherwise we will get ganked by the enemy jungler. So you see we trade like this. He probably has Q leveled up next, so he's probably going to use it in a second here. And now we just try to get the wave in. And there we go, wave is in, good stuff. Now we can recall comfortably. Now Zac is probably going to heal up his whole health bar here, because he is Zac and he has minion wave right in front of him. Boom boom, he probably just heals like 150 health there. But that's fine, maybe we can try to set up a freeze now. Vi was clearing bot to top, I'm pretty sure we did. I think we spotted her here on her blue buff. So we know she's clearing upwards, so we really needed to get that wave in. Now, when we get back to the lane here, we are going to try to set up a freeze on the Zac if we can. It's going to be hard because Vi is topside, she might just decide to gank us. He does have a level lead and he has a minion lead, but if we can try to thin the wave without taking poke, right? Thing is, this is fine actually, by the way, I don't mind this at all. Because Zac just lost so many minions there, right? Zac moving down there is perfectly fine for me. And if I knew I shouldn't have gone down to help, I should have thinned the wave rather, because Kayn dies before I get there anyway, right? Oh, he takes a tower shot here. And now we just ghost him and kill him, because he has no disengage tool. He used his E to trade there, right? It's his main disengage tool. If he doesn't have it, then he's just going to, you know, kind of die. Not gonna lie. Because we have an item lead, we are Jax with lethal tempo, and he has no disengage tool. Plus we have ghost. And he's right in front of our tower, so we can make a huge... We can get a lot of value out of the ghost there, right? Now he's probably going to freeze this wave here. Nothing we can do about that. He is Zac. He has infinite sustain, he will just hold the wave. So we'll probably have to TP back. We don't have the mana to contest him on doing this, right? But that is fine. I think I'll actually go the Phage and the refillable here. More sustain and more all-in power. And more ability to all-in because of the movement speed we get from the Phage. Now, Vi should be bot side. We should be free to shove this out. I go over here just to step on the blobs so that he has less sustain. W him because it's uncancelable. So even though we get knocked up there, it's going to connect. Vi's on the dragon, that is good to know. So everyone is accounted for, so we can play for that. Step on the blob, deny him the sustain. And the main way we win this matchup is by all-inning the Zac. We beat him in the all-ins and the auto attacks, especially pre-6. After 6 it's a little bit harder, but we should still win it. The trick is that if he has so much sustain that if we get poked down and traded down, then he's going to win it, right? Quick trade on him there. I'm not trading on him too hard, because I don't want the wave to push towards him. Oh, I might have pushed it to him there, actually, with that trade there. We'll see, we'll see. But I want the wave to push towards us so we can set up a freeze on him. I want them to kill this 1 HP range creep, though. Okay, big, it died.
Enemy double kill.
Oh man. He can auto-attack the minions as much as he wants. I don't mind him auto-attacking the minions. What I don't want him to do is W the minions and then heal up off the blobs. They did Void Grubs, so we do need to be respectful, but we do have a ward here. He picks up the blob, we trade some, we hit him with a W to punish him for that.
Got a challenge for you.
Again, trading on him, if the wave is just going to push towards him anyway, it's kind of pointless. Right, because he's just going to sustain it all up when his... We step on the blobs. He's just going to sustain up any damage we do to him under the tower, right? Because his sustain is so ridiculous. So we just set up a freeze, and we'll whittle him down as he tries to sustain. He flashes there, fair enough. He misstepped there, we managed to land the stun, and we go for the kill, we get the flash. He could have ulted there to probably disengage us there, but he would still have been in 1 HP. Alright, so he's going to recall at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same. However, we're going to do it with the wave pushing towards us, so he's going to lose more minions than we will. And at this point I think I will get an Executioner's because it is Zac. This champion heals a ridiculous amount. So you see, look, because we recalled with the wave pushing towards us, not too hard because it'll crash into our tower, but a little bit, it is now pushing towards us. Zac is losing so many more minions than we are, right? And we might even be able to set up a freeze here. Yeah, look at this, beautiful stuff.
An enemy has been slain.
And that's why we get the healing reduction, because did you see how much he was healing and how many blobs are still on the ground, by the way? You can step on them, of course, right? To try to deny them to him. But the thing is that, as Jax, it's hard for us to do, because we can't move around as much as he can and still do our damage, right? We need to stand still to auto-attack. And every time we stand still to auto-attack, we're stuck in the animation, so then we lose some distance. Whereas he can just walk around, picking up blobs, reducing the cooldown on his W every time he does. And that's where his damage comes from, right? So it's hard for us to deny him blobs quite as effectively as something like, for example, Garen, who can spin and keep walking around and spinning and doing damage while he steps on blobs, right? So rather than, you know, try to deny as many blobs as we can and losing a bunch of auto attacks, I think it's better to just go the Executioners and just fist fight him, right? See there, in that lane right there, it reduced 200 healing already, right? Now, we do need to be respectful of Vi. We don't know where she is, but we have ult, Zac doesn't, and we're 2 levels up on the Zac. And we'll do the same thing again. We're just going to set up another freeze. So we don't trade on the Zac here, because that'll just push the wave towards him. Pointless. We get the W, good stuff. With the Sheen proc. Very nice. And there we go. The wave is almost right in front of our tower. But we do need to thin it a bit. He messed up again, by the way. He uses W carelessly. I mean, not his W, his E. His E is his main disengage tool. If he uses it, and you're in a position to all-in him, then you can. He has no way of getting away from you, really. Except for maybe his ultimate, but you know, he just used his ultimate, so he doesn't have it. And we'll just take a plate here. Actually, we'll take 2. Yeah, I think we'll take 2. Because we'll have to blow our TP to come back to lane anyway here, right? I don't want to recall yet. I'm so close to my Triforce.
An enemy has been slain.
He's just too far behind at this point that we can just fist fight him through it. Even though he had an ult advantage there, it doesn't matter because we're just so far ahead, right? We're 2 levels ahead of this guy. So we just eat him alive. We're 2 levels and, you know, ahead of him gold-wise and items as well, right? So we're just so far ahead of him. It's just, it's brutal for our poor boy Zac here. I think I will take a plate and then leave. So now we have our Triforce and we have a little bit of gold left over as well. Good stuff. Ari steals a Void Grub there. Good stuff. And I think I'll go for straight boots here. Do I wait 5 seconds for the glowing mote? I think I do. I think I'll have to probably TP anyway. We'll see though. Yeah, I'm gonna TP in here. Why do I TP in here? Because Kayn might be in danger if he gets collapsed on by Zac and Syndra right now, right? So I need to do my part in controlling my lane opponent so that Kayn does not die on this invade.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
So we'll hold the wave a little bit here, but we probably won't freeze anymore because Zac is already so far behind, right? So now we focus on accelerating ourselves.
An ally has been slain.
So what we'll do is we will create a slow push here and then hard shove on the next wave. There we go. We don't want too many of our minions to die here. I want to hard shove on the next wave so that I can try to take plates, right? I actually shoved that wave too hard there. That's my bad. And we just abuse his tower right in front of him. That's why we stack a wave, because we have a bunch of minions, right? That way we have a whole bunch of minions to work with. And then he doesn't respect that we just kill his tower in front of him, and then we get him. Good stuff. So we'll put a deep ward in the Vi's jungle and then recall, I think. There's actually a red buff here. Oh man, am I that greedy? I am that greedy. Red buff is so nice on Jax. I'm not going to use my E in case Vi shows up. There we go. Because I would really prefer to have my E if she happened to face check me there. Oh, she's down there, okay. So I get this, and I get the Tiamat. I'm gonna be trying out Ravenous Hydra this game to see how it feels. I've heard a few people talking about it, and I tested it out in the training tool, and the numbers seemed surprisingly good, actually. Better than I thought they would be. So I'm willing to give it a shot here.
Counting my scars after a long day of beating up bad guys.
So we shove this wave up, we hard shove the next wave here. And maybe we can actually push for this tower here. The Zac is so far behind. And we have red buff, so we're going to sustain up quite nicely. He's sitting here to E onto us. And we just kill the tower in front of him again, actually. Oh, my man is tilted. You know what? I'll just keep going, actually. I'm hesitant to take the inhibitor here, because Baron isn't up yet. So I'm not sure we can apply the pressure required to make use of the inhibitor. Because if we can't apply pressure with it, we're just giving them free farm, right? If we can't get value out of it, then we're just giving them free farm at that point.
Next fool to ask about my face gets a mouthful of lamb.
And here we go, we have enough for our Ravenous Hydra. So we are going to recall, get ourselves a nice item spike here. So let's see, who's strong on their team? Vi is pretty strong. Xayah is pretty strong, and Syndra is not super far behind or anything, right? She's solid, so we gotta respect them, you know. We are very far ahead, though. But I think at this point I'm just going to go bot lane here and just try to make a play for this tower here.
No sword and shield bleeds old faith.
There we go, we got a pick there. And now we can try for the tower here. I don't mind taking a bit of damage to damage the tower there. Uh-oh. Okay, we are out. Well executed dive by the R there, good stuff. No Kane. No Kane. Kane needs to get his driving license revoked. Okay, no. I'm a bit too low on health, so I'm going to rather go for the Grump here. But we are now nearing the 20-minute mark, and you see at this point I would be more likely to consider taking the inhibitor. Because, as a nice rule of thumb, I want to say, as a general rule of thumb, I want to say, is that if you can, if Baron is up, then it's fine to take the inhibitor, because you can apply that pressure. You can do stuff with that pressure, right? Because if you can take Baron, that's obviously, you know, really nice. So I'm gonna recall right now. If I don't recall right now, I do need to recall. I guess I don't need to recall, but I'd like to recall. I have some gold, and I had some resources that I'd like to recover.
If my old Kalahari comrades saw me now.
But even then, it wasn't necessary. But I decided to recall there, and I needed to... If I wanted to recall, I needed to do it right there. Because I need to be on the map the same time my team is, right? Otherwise, I'm kind of trolling them. I need to be applying pressure the same time my team is. Also, Dragon is spawning soon, and I need to be pressuring when Dragon is spawning. So now I'm going to threaten to take their inhibitor if they decide they want to try to stop me on the... If they decide they want to contest the dragon, then I'm going to threaten to take their inhibitor. Okay, team is winning that, fair enough. I'm actually going to come in for the flank here.
An ally has been slain.
Pop Ghost. Oh man, I missed my ultimate because of the knock. Huge. So I'm gonna come over here, heal on the wave. We should be able to get Dragon without me. So I can look to maybe beat on the tower here. Yeah, Vi's over there dealing with these minions, so I can definitely get the tower here. I could have gotten the inhibitor there, but the thing is, if I'm so strong that I felt very confident that we'd win this fight if I come in from the flank there. And if we win that fight, we get so much more than just an inhibitor, right? So that's why I went for the flank instead of going for the inhibitor there. Now, back down to bot lane. Why bot lane? Because Baron is up, I want to be pressuring on the opposite side of the map with my TP advantage. Or not TP advantage, but with my TP, right? I think Zac has TP available. But the thing is, Zac can't stop me by himself. So they need to send at least one other person, and that leaves us open to take Baron. Especially if we catch their Syndra out. Ooh. Cripes, it's going downhill for them pretty quickly. So I'm going to shove the wave in here. Some action going on here. Team seems to be doing well enough without me, so I can just keep applying pressure here. It's time to take inhibitors. Bot side inhibitor is really nice to take because Baron is up, right? So it's basically the bot side inhibitor will basically act as its own little split pusher. Now we can take another inhibitor here. And there we go. Good stuff. Oh, he lands it. I missed my ultimate again because of the knock again. The Syndra, I'm losing it with the Syndra. No, dude. I'm actually going to go top lane, shove that wave up. There's a wave that's going to meet this wave, and I would like to, you know, not lose those minions if it can be helped. There we go. Good stuff. I don't actually need to recall. Again, I don't need to recall right now. So you know what I'll do instead is I will go... honestly, just shove another wave and then fall back into Baron. That sounds good to me, yeah. We can use the tempo. Because we're not recalling, we can use our tempo to do something, right? Let's get out of here. They're about to 5-man me. Okay, let's Baron. Baron triple inhibs? Like, that sounds pretty good to me. I'm actually going to TP behind here. I TP'd behind here just to cut off the Xayah. Or not Xayah, the Vi. Because my team is catching Vi there. And I TP'd there to cut the Vi off in case she gets away. And also I can Baron up these minions to make it harder for the enemy team to clear them. I'm just going to prioritize hitting structures here. And yeah, that's that. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one.